Okay, we're back, y'all. Let's see if we can get this going again. We've been bouncing around. That's why we're going to get this thing. We're going to get this thing going. So I'm back on, and we were on Red's page. Fine. And then we wanted to, there we go. Red Grant wants to be in my video. I want Red Grant in my video. He said it. We're going to trust God. Lord, we trust you. Yay! We're trusting in the Lord.
I told you we trusted the Lord over here.
Because I started getting fearful. I said, wait, he said we're going to trust in the Lord.
Yeah, that's what we believe in.
And want some trouble, get you to praying. Ooh, be praying. I was watching I Shouldn't Have Survived, and this lady was like, I was an atheist and my car flipped upside down. I was like, whoever you are, please don't let me die.
That's so true. They atheists will pray to God when it's that time.
Shoot, I don't blame them. But Red Grant, thank you so much for taking the time out. I was sharing on the pre-live live that we are just excited because you're doing something that's out of the box.
Right.
And you're trying, and as a community, we're always talking about what we got to do to change. We're sharing all of these travesties, but nobody is really being the change. And
Right.
so for you to step up and say, I don't want to just talk about it or, make light of situations, but I actually want to change it. So that's why I'm here. That's why I wanted to have you on my platform. And so I wanted to share my folks, like I was mentioning, I stayed in DC for quite some time in the DC area, the Bowie, Fort Washington. That was just my stomping grounds. I have a lot of love for my folks out that way. And so I've been sharing with them that we were going live tonight. And so thank you again, like I said, for just joining us tonight, man.
Hey, thanks for having me. I'm sharing it right now with my folks. So I just wanted to come on and just be around a good spirit because politics can be a little bit unspirited, and I think people actually forget why I'm running for mayor of Washington, D.C. I'm not a politician. I'm a humanitarian. And I think our city needs someone to bring back that spirit that is deserving in our city and someone who really cares as a leader. And I never put myself in a position that I can't handle. So I know this is definitely a position that God has me in to be able to make some critical changes that affect not only my family, but your family, their family, our families, and families all around the metropolitan area. And it's a critical time right now, 2022, that we all look at each other with a love, care, and respect and be able to shine that light on one another.
Absolutely. And for those of, people who are tuning in, because I've been sending this invite to everyone. So we have age groups, people that are young enough to be my children, to people who are old enough to be my grandmother, And so there's a smorgasbord of educational levels, people. Explain what you mean by you're not a politician, but you're a humanitarian.
Well, your typical politician goes through the politic realm.
Politicking.
Yeah, they go through the politicking realm, which it nerves me. I don't even say it gets on my nerves; it just nerves me. And I think a humanitarian is a person who understands the human side and not trying to be false with the human side and who we are as humans. We all go through things, and instead of being a person be like, all right, get back with you. Yeah, let me think about that. Let me, just be direct with people and be human with people and say, you know, not just things they want to hear, but things that are true. And, you know, I've been a humanitarian, like serving my community for a while. I think even in my career as an entertainer, you know, it was a big form of humanitarianism, you know, being able to make people smile and, you know, go through different emotions as humans is, you know, I've already been kind of in that position already. And I think we as people, you know, we respect that when people are being just genuine with you in a human sense and not being false, because we can feel it.
Yeah.
So, you know, my programs like Don't Shoot Guns, Shoot Cameras and Beyond Your Block and things like that is just something that definitely is um, touching so many people around not only our city, but around our country. And I think the nation and our city deserves something great right now. And that's why I'm here.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And you know, like you were saying earlier, it's not just DC, it's affecting our families. You know, I shared this with so many people, and on the previous post I said, you know, I was sending this to everyone, and I don't care where you live, y'all, because
Right.
you know somebody who lives in DC. If you don't live in DC, you go to church in DC if they live in DC. So we want to get this word out because as he is mentioning, this is the time where we need somebody with, you know, everybody's like, I don't care how they feel. I don't care. No, we need somebody that cares. We need someone with feelings. Y'all can be okay with robot life and politicking all you want. And to be honest, we are tired of cliches. We are tired of hearing, I'm going to change this and I'm going to change that. And then someone gets in and they become puppets, you know. And the clever thing about you that comes to mind is with you being, you know, naturally gifted to bring laughter to people. Laughter is medicine for the soul, you know, and we are a hurting nation right now. We are hurting people right now. And so I'm just excited to see such dual roles be able to come into place because with that type of gift, you can actually stop a nuclear attack. You see what I'm saying? Like
Correct.
it's a gift that no one else has. Somebody can get on stage and think they can be a comedian if they want to. And, you know, come to find out the hard way just how much of a gift it is. And so, with all of that being said, you're successful as a comedian. What is the thing that actually inspired you to become and run for mayor of DC?
I was basically called to run for mayor of Washington, D.C. The people inspired me. When I came back home and I reestablished my residency here, uh, and I was talking to my neighbors and I was talking to my friends, and they was like, "Red, man, you gotta come back and run for office." And I was like, "Run for office? um, I don't know." Then I started, you know, God started whispering to me. He started saying, "It's not just them telling you. I need you to do this." Um, and he gave me a clear vision of how to do it. And it was like around, I would say 3.5 years ago when I got the vision, and he gave it to me, and he showed me what I needed to give up to run for mayor of Washington, D.C., what I needed to educate myself on to run for mayor of Washington, D.C. And I started that journey. And it's truly a humbling journey that he has me on, because sometimes you don't know as a human how far uh, your humanality can really go, and he will give you those wings to be able to fly. So the people itself. So I started, you know, I didn't want to be a council member because I'm not a legislator, and I started leaning on um, my background in corporate and me running my own businesses and employing thousands of people and working with millions of dollars in budgets. And you know, DC is a big corporation. It's a city that needs a person that understands how to allocate funds properly and really understand how to do that and run services and departments and have a sense of morale building, because a lot of times, you know, people in government, they lose that morale and that spirit, and then, you know, they don't want to help people, and they don't want to push their limit. And I just knew that it was time for me to make my decision. And on May 15th, 2021, I was the first candidate to make my decision to run for mayor. And ever since then, it's been truly a blessing just to see so many people get behind this movement. And someone said to me today, Red, are you running to win? And I said, what?
What else am I doing it for?
I had to laugh a little bit, but I was taken aback to it too at the same time, because I don't know if people really know my spirit, but I've been truly successful in everything God has put me, and all the tests He has given me, and I'm always pushing to win. You know, I want to win for Him. You know, I don't want to just be up in the game and get second place. Nah, I want to be the next mayor of Washington, D.C., a mayor that a city can change a city and have other cities model after.
That's right.
I'm giving up my career. Someone said, well, what you trying to make money? I said, I'm losing money.
Right.
Right.
They don't know.
What are you talking about? They can't pay me as much as I've been getting paid.
They don't know.
I don't know, you know, I have a good career.
Like, you know, that's when it's a calling. Shoot.
I said, Google my net worth. And then someone said, well, maybe he's doing it for clout. I said, I've been famous since I was 19 years old. I don't need no more clout.
Man, let me tell you, when I went to look at you, because, you know, I'm not in DC anymore. So I was like, what? He's running for mayor.
Right.
And immediately I was curious, because I was like, I got to see how this is going. I got to see, like, I'm like looking ready to laugh. But you were like, you were who you were supposed to be in that hat. And I was like, now that takes some really daggone talent. Like, that's talent. That's talent. That's somebody that I want to lead me. Like, you're not doing it for the money, number one, because as you just said, you're losing money. Number two, you understand budgets. We all know, I'm seeing stuff in the news for counties out here where there's misappropriation of funds, you know, with all of these different, you know, subsidiaries and groups of people that are supposed to be helping people by helping these budgets funnel properly, and they're mishandling things. And I think it's because they're running for clout, or just to say I am this title, as opposed to truly understanding that role that they're holding, so they don't get got, you know, in between time. So for me, if I were a resident in DC, that alone would make me want to vote for you, because I'm like, oh, he's been successful in handling money. He already got money. So, you know, at the end of the day, he's not doing this for selfish reasons, you know, and he's educated. And this is someone that my little black boy can look up to and say, I want to be mayor of DC one day.
I think we all want our children to be able to look up to great leaders, right? So we looked up to great leaders, and it's a big responsibility to lead, like, and I don't take that lightly. And I always tell people, if I wasn't ready to be, you know, mayor of Washington, D.C., I wouldn't put myself in this position, because it's a lot of scrutiny already politically. You know, politics is one of the most dirtiest games people, you know, are in. But it's bigger than politics for me. It's to be able to serve my community and help a lot of people out on all ends. Like, people, you know, it's not just, you know, black people, it's all people, right? So we're trying to get to a point where we understand that black people have been really, truly dogged out in our society.
Yes, Lord.
And some of us make it, but a lot of us don't. And the ones who don't make it, you know, they need someone who understands they're gonna grab them and help them make it, because we all want help. I had help. People helped me make it, right? People put me in this position that I'm in. So many times I look at it like, damn, somebody gave me a handout, or somebody did this for me, or let me sleep on a couch, or, you know, let me drive their car, or like even when I met my wife, I had 2 trash bags and she let me put them in her trunk, and, you know, and things
Oh,
like that, just like uh allow you to understand that helping people is way more important than your own selfish, you know, purpose, right?
absolutely.
So that's why I always say purpose over popularity, because once you understand your purpose, then it's way bigger than that popularity, what people want, the titles and the things, and want people to, you know, give them that accolades that they deserve or they want. And I just try to keep people real level headed and make them understand that no matter how much you get, or no matter how much you don't have, you're not gonna always be in that situation.
True.
So
So
you gotta respect. That's why I run on love, care, and respect. You gotta have those 3 things to be able. So
someone must be calling him.
no, somebody in my joint said low battery. It's not. It's not.
Uh,
But I
well, you
actually,
were talking about love and respect. So are, the focus areas of your campaign, are those the main focus areas of your campaign that you're running?
well, that's how, when people ask me what my platform is, I always tell them it starts with love, care, and respect, right? And then we can go into. I think I'm hearing the thing that you was hearing.
Really? Isn't it
Yeah,
weird?
yeah. I don't know if it was after I plugged up. Let me see if I take my plug out.
It's like stuck in a matrix. You hear the
Oh, is
same.
it? Yeah, it is stuck in the matrix. Okay. Well, I cut it down. I cut this down. Oh, yeah, I'm hearing it a lot. Should I leave and come back?
Because it's going to drive you nuts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll come back.
Okay. Y'all, we have been having the craziest time getting live with each other. We were here on my platform. He couldn't get in. We jumped to his platform. Then what he's hearing now is what I heard. Now we came back to my platform. So he's going to come right back in. Hi, China Moore. Everybody that's in, I see you, John Black. Let me use this as a time. That's my Valia, Ryan Mack. Lydale, thank you. Lakeisha, Ashley, y'all who are watching, great, great. She has her own cooking, her restaurant, y'all. Well, not a restaurant. She's a caterer. I couldn't think. Caterer, really good food. April Banks, thank you. Crystal Rutledge, I'm trying to read BSRDH. Thank you for watching. Elliot, for anyone else that's here watching, thank you so much. Sent. Let me see. Let me see, where did it go? I don't see it. Let's see if I can get him back in here. I'm gonna go up here at the top and bring him in. Sent. Well, oh, there it is. Yes, so he is coming back in, and there he is. Yay!
I'm back. And
Isn't that
I don't
amazing?
hear it. I don't hear it. It was so weird. It was like talking to myself 13 times. It's like, no.
I said it was gonna drive you nuts. There's no way in the world you could have ignored that one.
No, we're back. So thank you. But
Yeah,
I
but you
think I
were
think
at home.
I think
Go ahead.
I mean, I just think, to finish what I was saying, I just
Yeah.
think that we definitely got to understand our purpose in life, and it's way bigger than our popularity. So that's why I'm gonna continue to tell people purpose over popularity. We got to wave at people. We got to go back to like when we down the country.
Yeah.
Keep your horn at people. Hey,
Everybody. Don't you know when I moved to DC, I had a whole talking to, don't look in nobody's cars, don't wave, don't smile. Like, and I'm on the train red talking to my mom. I'm like, Mommy, I'm on the train. And my folks are like, be quiet. Like, you sound like a tourist. And I'm like, oh, I'm like, mama. And then we went in the tunnel. I'm not thinking. We don't have tunnels in the country. I'm like, hello, mama, mama. They're
That's
like, you're in the
funny.
tunnel. You lost service. I'm like, oh, I was so embarrassed. So yeah, it's a whole different vibe. You know, I would love to see more smiling and waving and love and
Me too.
respect, like you said, you know, up there. So with that smile, you're definitely gonna engage it for sure.
Thank you so much. I appreciate you, sir.
And so I'm seeing you in the DC streets. Now, I told you when I found out you were running for mayor, I went to YouTube and I just started looking at all of your DC movements and stuff that were up there. And you on the front line, man. You all over the place. I mean, I'm seeing you in Mount Vernon. I'm seeing you Southeast. I'm seeing you in Anacostia. Like, you are everywhere. So what, tell us about your love affair, with DC.
Oh man. All right. So, all right, so it's doing the talking thing again. So
Oh no. Well,
yeah.
you know what, Red? What we're going to do is we're going to continue to talk to you throughout. This isn't the last time. So I don't want to hold you up. I know you got to get ready to fly out, anyway. So we can go ahead and cut it if you want, because it's already, it's up to you.
Well, let me answer the question.
Okay.
My love affair for DC, and I'm gonna let the thing talk to me as I answer. But my love affair for DC is one that is oh yeah, I'm hearing it. It's devil talking. My love affair for DC, and I'm gonna cut it all the way down. Let's see where it go with. All right, so my love affair for DC, my last question, is it raised me. I was born with a redskin blanket on my back. I been bred here. It gave me a good spirit, a sense of culture, and I just think that all of the things that it's done for me, that I can't repay it if I tried to. So, it's bigger than a love affair from DC. It's like when they introduce me on stage, I have to have them say Southeast Washington D.C. or, they have to say Washington D.C. because it's so many people from the city of D.C. that gets overlooked, and I just want to make sure that we don't get overlooked. I'm fighting for my city so hard just to get on the map, just to be looked at, just to be felt. It is bigger than just politics. It's a heart here. It's a sense of community here. And it's a culture like no other. And once you love it and you be here with the people who are really from here, if you ever get a chance to, experience it, it's just something that makes you smile.
Absolutely. Well, I know that you have that double talking matrix thing going on. So I don't want to make it go a little bit worse for you. I did see Sean Sarvis pop up. Red, he's going to be assisting me with you in DC. He was BET Comic View comedian for so many years. And
Shout out to Sean Sarvis. That's my brother. I love him so much.
yes. So he's going to be helping us. And so when I come up next week, we're going to be talking to some churches and just really helping to spread this love that you're trying to spread. And I just thank God that
Man.
he sent me your way to help you as much as I can. Anything, I can do. Anybody that's connected to me, you just don't, as you like the Holy Ghost, have your way. Just call me.
Well, the good thing is I'm doing something special in DC on April 19th at the DC Improv. I'm doing this Red Grant and Friends, and it's called The Final Stage.
Okay.
So I invite everyone to come out. You can go to dcimprov.com, get your tickets. It's a fundraiser, and it's gonna be my friends, and it's the final stage of the things that my 30-year career, and it's something special. So I would love for Sean to come
wait
out.
and
That'll be
come there.
perfect.
Yeah, I think I
And
might
just,
wait and come for that, Red.
well, I'm definitely gonna see you Saturday. I'm gonna get you some tickets on Saturday
Yay!
to the World War III tour with me and Katt Williams. So it's just a good time. So I'll see you Saturday,
Yes,
and
absolutely. And
we'll talk then.
absolutely. Y'all, make sure that you follow him. His link and everything is in my caption. Make sure you're supporting him. Spread the word. We'll have him back again, y'all, for sure. Red, I know you got to go with all this double talking going on on the feedback. Thank you so much for just sharing your time with us. Blessings to you. Safe travels back home and all of that, okay?
All right, thank you so much.
All
See
right.
you
Grant
guys.
for Mayor, DC.com, y'all.
GrantForMayorDC.com. Let's go.
That's right. All right, y'all. Good night.